If you're thinking about buying the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for your next vlog or travel adventures, hold on for a second because there's a lot more to this little gadget than meets the eye. Sure, it promises stunning 4K footage at 120 FPS, ultra-smooth mechanical stabilization, and a pocket-sized design that sounds perfect. But here's what surprised me. Despite all these shiny features, this camera has some real drawbacks that might just make you think twice. I'm going to break down the biggest problems you should know before hitting that buy button, and why it might not be the miracle pocket cam you're hoping for. Let's kick off by addressing who the Osmo Pocket 3 is actually for. If you're a casual content creator who wants an easy, compact tool to capture steady, high-res videos on the fly, DJI has made some impressive upgrades here. The 1-inch sensor combined with 10-bit color depth and D-Log M color profile means the footage can look cinematic straight out of the camera or truly pop with color grading in post. And for vloggers who hate shaky, blurry shots, the 3-axis mechanical gimbal with ActiveTrack 6.0 keeps you in crisp focus while you dance, run, or chase your dog around the park. So on paper, it's a versatile powerhouse. But here's where things get tricky. The Osmo Pocket 3 might be compact, but don't let its size fool you into thinking this is a fully standalone powerhouse. For starters, DJI removed the Mimo app from the Google Play Store due to compatibility issues, meaning Android users now have to jump through hoops to download it from DJI's official site. Not exactly user-friendly, right? It feels like buying a Tesla that only charges at certain stations and makes you download the map update via floppy disk. Another sore spot is the battery life. The built-in 1300 mAh battery charges super fast with a 65 WPD charger, hitting 80% in 16 minutes and full charge in just over half an hour. Fast charging is great, but the actual recording time is limited. Since 4K 120 FPS video is only supported in slow motion mode, and each continuous video can only last about 22 minutes before the camera needs a break, marathon filming sessions are out of the question here. Are you telling me I've got 22 minutes of fame before my Osmo Pocket 3 taps out? Even my phone lasts longer during a Netflix binge. And speaking of accessories, the standard Osmo Pocket 3 bundle leaves something to be desired if you care about audio quality. The Creator Combo, which includes DJI Mic 2 transmitters and a bunch of extras like a battery handle and carry bag, is almost double the price at $539 compared to the starter pack. The mic integration is touted as a game changer for vloggers and interviewers, but it basically forces you to shell out more to get the full sound experience. So if you're budget conscious, this pocket-sized cinema camera might quietly punch a giant hole in your wallet. Now here's a question for you. How many times have you bought cool camera gear only to get frustrated by complex menus and slow autofocus? Osmo Pocket 3 promises fast and accurate focusing, even when you're filming action-packed scenes. However, many users report the touchscreen UI can lag, especially when switching between horizontal and vertical modes, which is ironic since the rotating 2-inch screen is one of the main selling points for framing shots easily. Plus, the reliance on the microSD card for storage means you'll want a decent, fast card to keep the footage flowing smoothly, and that's another accessory to factor in. Before we move on, let me throw you a joke. Why did the camera break up with the smartphone? Because it couldn't handle the focus issues. All right, back to business. Despite these issues, footage quality is undeniably spectacular for a camera this size. The 1-inch CMOS sensor is a huge step up from its predecessors, letting in more light to capture those magic hour sunsets and detailed night skies that most pocket cameras only dream about. Combined with Osmo's legendary 3-axis stabilization, your shots will look buttery smooth and professional, even if you're filming on a roller coaster. Okay, don't do that unless you want a ride and a viral video. Another standout feature is the advanced ActiveTrack 6.0, which locks onto your subject and keeps you perfectly centered, meaning you can film dynamic movement without constantly adjusting your framing. This is especially useful if you're a solo creator who doesn't have a cameraman constantly following you around. The vertical shooting mode is also a huge plus for social media content creators eager to capture reels or TikToks without cropping later. But here's a little twist in the tale. The DJI Mimo app, which is supposed to be your command center for the Osmo Pocket 3, has had troubles lately. For iPhone users it's still accessible, but Android folks get a much rougher experience. Not only is it inconvenient to sideload the app, but navigation and firmware updates can sometimes stall or result in bugs. So if you're not tech-savvy, this could turn your seamless filming dreams into a frustrating dance with technology. And if you're hoping to livestream directly from the Pocket Cam, it's best to set your expectations for a slightly rougher ride. Sound quality deserves a quick spotlight too. The Osmo Pocket 3 offers stereo audio recording, capturing crystal clear sound to complement your gorgeous videos. The real gem is the ability to connect directly to two DJI Mic 2 transmitters or Mic Mini transmitters, providing pro-level audio for vlogs, interviews, and live streams without bringing a mountain of gear. Just remember, these advanced mics only come in the creator combo, so if clear sound matters to you, be ready to invest extra. Oh, speaking of sound, why did the microphone apply for a job? Because it wanted to amplify its career. Okay, I'll stop. One frequent question is about storage. Does the Osmo Pocket 3 require a microSD card? Yes, it does. None is included in the box, so you have to buy one separately. Make sure it's a high-speed card because lower-end ones can cause lag and dropped frames. So in addition to the camera cost, you've got to factor that purchase in if you want to avoid ugly glitches during your shoot. So what about real-world usage? Many users love the compact size of this camera. It fits easily in your pocket or bag, making it a perfect travel companion for capturing spontaneous moments. The battery handle and mini tripod included in the Creator Combo expand your shooting options, and the protective case lets you carry it safely without bulk. But on the flip side, if you plan to rely on the Osmo Pocket 3 as your main camera for hours at a time or for professional filmmaking, it might fall short compared to larger gimbals or full-size mirrorless cameras. To put it in perspective, if you're someone who values ultra-high quality, cinema-level control, and doesn't mind carrying heavier gear, the Osmo Pocket 3 won't replace your main rig anytime soon. However, if you want an all-in-one solution that's easy to use, lightweight, and delivers surprisingly beautiful footage with built-in stabilization for casual shoots, this camera hits a sweet spot, especially for vloggers, travelers, and social content creators looking to step up from their phones. Let me drop a quick story. I took the Osmo Pocket 3 on a weekend trip hiking through national parks. The compact size was a lifesaver since I didn't need to lug bulky equipment. The Active Track feature kept me in frame even while running up slopes, and the slow-motion 4K clips of waterfalls looked stunning in my edits. But after about 20 minutes of continuous recording, it warned me to stop due to overheating, a bummer when you're chasing light and want to keep shooting. Thankfully, the quick charge got me up and running fast. Now, to rehook you. What if I told you despite all these quirks, the Osmo Pocket 3 still offers one of the best balances of portability, image quality, and stabilization on the market right now? If you know what to expect and are willing to handle some compromises, it could be the perfect creative sidekick. So what's the final verdict? Don't buy the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 blindly. Yes, it has its problems, software issues, limited continuous recording times, tricky app downloads for Android users, and pricey add-ons for top-notch audio. But if you're after a compact, easy-to-carry camera that captures jaw-dropping 4K footage with insanely smooth stabilization, this little powerhouse won't disappoint. If you're still here, I'll make it easy. For the best price and bundle options on Amazon, check the link in the description below. Whether you go for the standard Osmo Pocket 3 or the Creator Combo with Pro audio gear, you'll get a highly capable gimbal camera that's ready to transform your content creation game. And remember, the Osmo Pocket 3 isn't perfect, but it's a fantastic tool for those who want more than their phone can offer without the hassle of heavy gear. Think of it as the Swiss Army knife of pocket cameras. It won't slice through steel, but will handle everyday shooting like a champ. So grab yours now and start filming those unforgettable moments in style. Oh, and one last joke to send you off. Why don't cameras ever get lost? Because they always have a good focus on where they're going. Happy shooting.